welcome to my channel. My name is Ace, and if you're here, then you're probably just as curious about nostalgic, toxic, lost, or hated fandoms as I am. And it's not limited to fandoms, as I also plan to cover shows, movies, games, or the other basic internet cultures surrounding them. Growing up as a Gen Z kid, I think we were all at some point exposed to some of the same things. Mine started when I was introduced to the world of the internet at 13. This was right around the time I had gotten my first touchscreen phone. It was taken from me shortly a little bit later, not because of anything that I did, I promise you. But my grandfather had got me a tablet like a little right after that. I say after I got a phone as well, because even though I was on the internet, I hadn't fallen down that deep hole just yet. Like I said, I had a tablet and I also had access to a computer, so I was on the internet but not that deep. I was watching doll makeovers and kid YouTube channels. People like Cookie Swirl C and My Froggy Stuff were the things that I watched regularly. And sometimes I'd even hop on to yibay.com or Starfall. I was in middle school at this time as well, so I went through what many kids go through at that turning point in their teen life, where they feel like no one understands them. And I fell hard down that rabbit hole. It started with developing these hyperfixations with shows and movies before starting to learn more about them and finding fan fictions and fan art and AUs. I didn't even have social media yet. I think I got Snapchat a little later in the year, and it only got worse after that because now my cousin was introducing me to Kik and Instagram, so you already know where my mental health was. You may also know that that hole I fell down became dark pretty quick. I was no longer watching dollhouse renovations. It was now creepypasta story times and crime/411 missing documentaries. Gradually I did wane off it though. I mean, I still every once in a while get hooked into my creepy stories, but it's now just a pastime. That being said, it all does stem back to when I was still hyperfixated on creepypasta. But talking about cryptids is still one of my favorite things to do. We grow up and we mature and we evolve and we find new outlets. I started getting into gaming YouTubers and watching my favorite old shows and movies all over again. I even went back and watched the train wreck that is Twilight multiple times, and I still do. For some reason, I love punishing myself. For what? I went back because it's comforting, it's familiar, and it's nostalgic. It's why many of us are hesitant to do or see anything new if we're not already excited about it. We do it with books, movies, shows, and games. Change is scary, but familiarity is comforting. You will always go back to something you find comforting because it's safe. That's why this channel exists now. I want to go back in time and see what we were exposed to, and was it good exposure or bad exposure? I want to feel the nostalgia, and I want to feel the toxicity. And also, don't worry, we're not just going to talk about the past, like what we used to watch when we were kids. There's going to be things from the present as well, and what's coming up in the future we're going to get into. Hopefully, we can also look into the toxic environment of the My Hero Academia fandom, or the shit person that is J.K. Rowling. I can say that because I'm not monetized. So, if you like content like this, and you've already gotten this far, I'd appreciate if you left a purple heart in the comment section. I won't ask you to subscribe or like, you'll do that if you want to, but I do thank you so much for watching and listening. You are amazing, and I hope the rest of your day or night is also amazing. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I used to hear a simple song. That was until you came along. Now in its place is something